Good morning, pregame crew. It is Friday, October 27th, 2023. I was about to say 2024. I'm rushing life, huh? 6:21 a.m. Mountain Time, 8:21 a.m. Eastern Time. Good morning. Welcome to the show. This is a show where I go over indices, commodities, crypto, movers, and shakers of the day. I go over economic events and just kind of show you all of my homework that I've been doing the last few hours. Share some setups with you that I really like. And we have fun together. I jump on early because I like talking to my friends and I like talking about charts. So speaking of friends, let's go say hi to them. Hi, Shake and Bake. Hey, Tom, Greg, Clifton, Mal. Hey, Hector, I sure did. Hector, are you the one that messaged me in TCG yesterday? Because I didn't realize you were a member and I'm so sorry. Someone messaged me yesterday. You got your birthday wish with NVIDIA. I did. Be safe out there, Mal. Hey, Sam, Dan, Gino, Scotty, Mike. Thank you, Dan, my friend. Hey, Topher, Donald, Sir Fernando, Andre. I sure did. Hey, Todd Father, Tess, Ray, Awesome, Carlos, Richard, Cliff, Patrick. To tell you how much I love trading, which y'all already know, I don't even say thank God it's Friday anymore. Fridays have been sad for me for the last 8 years because I don't want the markets to end. And I know we have crypto and we need time away. We need time with our loved ones, but it's the only job I've ever had where I don't say TGIF. Hey, Success. Yep, I got my entry. 39988. It dropped $1 below that. I just kept flipping it until I got a position. So I do have a swing position now in NVIDIA, and I've been talking about this for 2 weeks. And I said, y'all don't even have to guess. You will know if NVIDIA breaks 400, I'm in. That's all. I promise you, I'm in. So that was really unbelievable, and it was the power of sequencing. It doesn't mean it was going to happen, but if it happened, then I knew what I would do. If then. Constantly looking ahead and sequencing. If this happens, then that happens, then that happens. So if then, I should say, not that it will happen. And on NVIDIA, we now look for, is this the monthly bull flag? I've had this on this chart for weeks, saying I thought this could behave as a faux head and shoulders. You get the bear break without follow through, zoom out, look for that bull flag on a higher time frame. I hope some of you got that trade yesterday. It was a nice bounce. Patrick, I think SSR, there is a trading strategy you could use with it once you hit 10% down. So PCE data, before I forget, is in 6 minutes. But on an SSR name, you'll notice once it drops 10% and it hits SSR, then sellers can't just mark it in. They've got to wait for a tick up in order to short it, and it slows down the selling pressure, typically. And especially if that's around a psychologically round number. So let me see if I can find one that's short sell restricted from yesterday. It needs to be down 10%. That's an ETF. That's different. Yeah, that's only down 5%. But basically, let's say that MSOS was down 10% yesterday. Let's say it hit 10% and it flushed, let's say $5.50 or $5 psychological with the 10% SSR restriction. That could be a long opportunity for a flip. So when names get greater than are down greater than 10%, the market puts a restriction on them that you have to wait for an uptick in order to short it. You just can't market short it. You got to wait for that uptick. And that slows down the selling pressure, and sometimes you can get a pop out of that. And I have on my to-do list to do a video on it, but I need to get some more examples so I can write down. I haven't retained the ones where I've seen it happen. I want to get some new data, and then I'll do a video on it. You could hear me in your head. Awesome. Okay, Richard. People are so gross. Why? All right. Let's see. Who have I not said good morning to? I think I said hello to Cliff, Patrick, Rob, Greg. Yeah, hit the like button. XLE is going to be pretty beat up with Exxon and Chevron and their misses. They missed on earnings. Riot hit 13% yesterday. It was down at one point. It got short sell restricted and it probably bounced from that point. Mara is my forever favorite new short. Okay. PCE in just a few minutes. Let me go look at XLE for wave. We were looking for that weekly lower high back here. We got that trade. Daily is not oversold. 4 hour could be a bear flag. Odds favor a weekly higher low. I don't know if they're going to get it with this pressure that XLE has on it right now with Exxon and Chevron missing, but we'll see if we could get that weekly higher low set sooner than later. 4 hour is oversold. So if we could just flush down at open and yet still hold 84.40 area, then it could be a good long for the weekly higher low attempt. I felt like Wreck-It Ralph every morning. I say that to myself because all I'm looking for are those weekly lower highs. And as Dan said in yesterday's video, taking them out one by one, like just taking them down. So each bull leader that has been leading, just taking them out one by one. And it's been working beautifully. Paul, I do. Look here. Chewy is on my Queen of the Mountain trade right there. For a back burner trade, it got the daily trend change. It put pressure on bears yesterday and it squeezed them. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So this is on back burner watch and I already have my alert set. But tell me when RSI gets oversold right here on the 5 minute. I will look for a potential long flip or at least post it in the room. If I don't take it myself, I'll post the setup. But yes, ENPH is a dumpster fire. Absolute dumpster fire. It definitely could get a bounce going, but this is a wreck. They got killed on earnings yesterday. So I won't be playing the hero buying this long, that's for sure. Okay, let's go look at the indices. We have data in 1 minute. Okay, so we are looking for a potential 4 hour higher low. Right here, that 4 hour lower high got set when we lost the hourly uptrend. So now 4 hour lower high is set. Let me label that. Here at 41.85. Now the question is, do we get a 4 hour higher low compared to 41.46? And we do have a diamond bullish reversal pattern forming. I did not post it in the chat room because it's not the ideal way that it forms. We broke bear on the right side over here. And then I was squishing it up on the 2 hour. Let me turn this magnet off. This one looks a little better. So it's in the bull's court today. They got to take over and they've got to stop this penetration by the market bears. Yeah, I talked so much trash about nat gas yesterday and it heard me and it put the jets on. It is freaking going parabolic. So ES, I'm watching for a potential bullish diamond reversal pattern. We don't want this bounce in pre-market. We'd love a gap down flush. We're not getting it. These slow and steady by the bears, they've just had complete control. All right, PCE data is out. 0.7, 0.7. Let me put this in the room real quick for our members. Okay. It's being digested bearishly right now. We'll see how it actually unfolds. Let's get this show started. Good morning. Welcome to the pregame show. This is who I am. I'm Chart Gal Lori. If you want to give me a follow on Twitter, that'd be lovely. You can check us out at chartguys.com at the most beautiful website. We got a new website, folks. It's really cool. I love it. Would love to hear your opinion on the website as well. All right, and don't forget to hit that like button if you get any value out of this show. Okay, market bulls are trying to play a little bit of defense here. We have more data coming out at 10 a.m. Eastern. Don't forget about that. Overall, we're still looking bearish. This number is over 100, so we stay in reverse back burner mode, and that just means we look for 5-15-minute overbought conditions during regular trading hours on names that are in confirmed downtrends. Market's got to change this 4-hour trend to the upside in order to possibly put in this monthly higher low. A monthly higher low is still possible here. This was not a significant pivot. It's a level. It's not a significant pivot low. I would say this keeps the monthly higher low possible. And NASDAQ, plenty of room for a monthly higher low. And daily got oversold yesterday. I was looking at this rising wedge this morning. It has a diamond bearish reversal pattern as well. I have notes that are off screen. I copy and paste for TCG members when I am done. Nice recovery, bulls. Nice recovery. So let's see if we can get this 2-hour bullish diamond reversal pattern. And I would say it confirms over 42.05. We're looking good over 41.85, but it confirms over 42.05, okay? So 2-hour bullish diamond reversal pattern. I got my eyes peeled on this. Next thing that I got my eyes peeled on is XLV. These charts have been dropping like flies. Like IWM, we lost the monthly support. So now XLV, we are at monthly support of 125. We broke it in pre-market, but bears want to see this break bear during regular trading hours, and that could put even more pressure on the market bulls. And then XLF is the other one. We have this tightening pattern. It looks like a potential daily bear flag. Bulls need to defend this. And let me tell you, the cards aren't lined up well for him with JPM, with bad news. Diamond, Jamie Dimon and his family will be selling 1 million shares in 2024. And that's putting pressure on the stock. And that's in turn will likely put pressure on XLF. So this is one of the Queen of Mountain trades, Queen of the Mountain, because it's just so congested in here and we're squeezing. So $32 and $32.35, that's been our bounce area. So let's see if we can break out of this tightening range. Bears want to see a breakdown, confirmation of the daily bear flag. Of course, bulls want to see it go up. So I wrote in my notes, let me copy it for you. In my opinion, XLF and XLV hold the keys to the kingdom today. We need Amazon to keep pushing because they beat on earnings. We need Intel to keep pushing. And XLF and XLV need to participate in the rally. XLE isn't because they've got terrible earnings out there with Chevron and Exxon. So we can't look to them for any type of reliable strength, I should say. So XLF and XLV are super important today. That's what I'll be watching. All right, US 10-year. This is a beautiful weekly chart. Don't get it twisted. It's beautiful. But look at this bearish divergence here. We need this bearish divergence to play out on the US 10-year. We need it to sit its butt down here in this daily EQ, potential 4-hour bear flag. We need this to roll over. So let's start stacking evidence. What's our evidence? Okay, so US 10-year potential 4-hour bear flag. ES potential 2-hour diamond bullish reversal pattern. VIX. So what I'm doing this all on US 10-year. Okay, don't forget that. VIX potential hourly bear flag. Do y'all see these are the divergences from the bearish narrative? This is what's in favor of the bulls. If we go look at the table, We have Hang Seng was up overnight. DAX was up. Tesla is up because it's benefiting from Amazon. Amazon and Tesla are the largest holdings in XLY. Look at XLY bouncing. It's above the hourly EMAs. Now if we go look at Tesla and Amazon, Amazon still has work to do. I want it to get over the 1024 high. I think that's Tuesday's high. And look, Tesla's benefiting. So let's go add that to our list. And semis are benefiting from Intel. So Hang Seng, DAX positive overnight. XLY over hourly EMAs with Tesla and Amazon beat and Tesla correlation. Y'all see how we just continue to stack? Here's all the evidence and reasons the market could bounce today. Doesn't mean it will bounce, but I'm just stacking all of my different clues. That I say bears have total control right now, total control. I want to see a 4-hour trend change in order to feel better that maybe we're setting that NASDAQ monthly higher low with this potential bull flag. And it's most likely going to come down to next Wednesday and the interest rate decision and Thursday's Apple earnings. Apple is the last shoe to fall, the last tech earnings to report. So I will write this in the chat room. I will add this to my notes, TCG members, so y'all can have it. All right. RTY is a mess. 4-hour, they have made room for a higher low, but they made room for a higher low over here and couldn't do it. So let's see what the bulls can do when the market opens. Dow is already making lower lows. That's a point in favor of the bears because XLY is already making lower lows. This is weak sauce, weak. And VIX is weak. We are below the hourly EMAs. That is good for market bulls. Hang Seng was up 2%. DAX just went red. It was green earlier. Something to note. Bitcoin, we just have a tightening pattern. This 4 hours just getting super tight. Let's see. What is the daily RSI? Daily RSI is still 82. We're on our third daily inside bar on Bitcoin. This is a textbook bull flag, and bulls are just waiting for this RSI to cool off a little bit more if they want to leg up higher. And 4-hour EQ on Ethereum going sideways. Okay. Dollar. Daily higher high. Hourly uptrend. We need this to hold resistance and reject. That would be good for market bulls. Gold is not giving up. Still going sideways. Consolidating in time versus price. Just going sideways, maintaining these 4-hour EMAs. And I can make a statement, as long as the 4-hour EMAs remain below price, I would stay bullish on gold. Oil, I was watching this yesterday. I was like, man, that's a good area to buy that off this trend line here. I didn't buy it, but man, that would have been a good trade. Here, I'd be looking for a 4-hour lower high compared to 85.59 and for a tightening pattern. Holding the hourly 50 MA. Nat Gas said, what did you say, Lori, about me? Hold my beer. We're getting a climax top here. It'll be interesting to see if bulls buy the dip on first 5-minute oversold on Nat Gas. We'll see. And the inventory report was yesterday, and they responded bullishly from that inventory report. The inventory report was right here. And it could be a fundamental shift in Nat Gas with cold weather coming in. I don't know. I didn't even look at the report. I never do. Apple. Too much sauce. I don't know, Fat N. I love Future. Okay. Mods, if y'all could just... These people are going crazy today. They've lost their mind. Aw, Fat N, thank you so much. Just know, if you're going to come in here spewing nonsense, I'm going to block you from here to kingdom come. I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. You don't talk to a lady that way. So, boom. You were not raised in the South, dude. There's some bad guys in the South too, but you don't do that. I day trade and swing trade. Okay. I think I'm caught up. Hey, Simon. Chevron is just beat up, bad earnings. I'd stay away from it. All right, let's talk about Apple. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What you got going? Interesting. Could be shaping up an hourly IHS, and I'll go add that to my data points of my bull divergences that I'm looking at. We got to see yesterday's low hold. Apple has earnings next week. We're at the weekly 50 MA. If this is another lower low without follow through, we could be setting up a falling wedge. Yeah. Lower low without follow through, lower low without follow through. Let's see if this low gets followed through. If not, it could be a falling wedge. Amazon beat. I'm not super impressed. We're not even over Tuesday's high. Bears did some damage on Amazon. They got a lot of work to do, but I'd definitely keep it on back burner watch if you want to trade it. Nvidia, best birthday present ever. Bonita, thank you. You're welcome, tomato juice. So NVDA, we've been sequencing out this potential weekly head and shoulders, and we said if we get a tiny bear break without follow through, we would zoom out and look for that potential monthly bull flag on a higher time frame, which is the monthly. They don't have earnings for a while. I'm going to stay with this swing with my entry at 399.88. I'm going to stay with this swing and see if this is the monthly high or low. We'll see. This was the best birthday present. I asked for it. I guess that's part of the secrets. You got to put out in the universe what you want. Say it out loud. Thank you. Okay. Tesla is getting a bounce from the Amazon earnings. I would keep this. This is an ugly, ugly, ugly chart. Daily is oversold, and we've already broken the monthly support. If we're going to say this isn't a pivot, and we're still looking for a monthly high or low, which you could make that judgment call, then this is daily oversold. This could be in the area to mark that monthly high or low. I wanted that push down over 200. This is what my notes were yesterday. Let me copy them. That's what I was waiting for. I wanted Tesla 200 flush and Nvidia 400 flush. That's what was my queen of the mountain trades yesterday, and I didn't quite get there on Tesla. So we will see. The hourly 50 MA is where price is rejecting right now. Let's see if bulls can get something going. And I'm going to watch for gamma squeezes on Tesla. The option buyers are getting a little frisky in there. So let's see if we can get a gamma squeeze on Tesla, which means buyers come in and buy same week expiration higher than prices currently, forcing the MMs to go buy the underlying stock to protect that sell to open those calls, and then it pushes price higher. All right. Ooh, I've been waiting for this one. I've been waiting for this. That's a Izzo reference. Y'all look at that high compression squeeze on AMC. You see it? Look at the hourly squeeze on AMC. Do you need this squeeze indicator to know that price is getting tight and compressing? No, you don't. This thing is getting tight. Thanks, Mal. Getting super tight daily inside bar. I think you can play this name on the break. Break bull or break bear, I'd play the break. So if we could come down just a little bit, I would like a long to position myself within this break at 923. And if y'all remember back a couple Fridays ago, we got a great lottos trade out of this. I would love a long off of AMC, placing myself within the squeeze to look for the next leg up out of this 4-hour high compression squeeze. Look at those orange ones. When's the last time we've had an orange squeeze on AMC? It was back here. All right, that's my queen of the mountain, y'all. AMC. Chewy. Another queen of the mountain. 5-minute oversold bounce. This one's on back burner watch. It finally got the daily trend change. And so it put a lot of pressure on bears yesterday and squeezed them. So I'm looking for a pullback buy day trade scalp on 5-minute oversold during regular trading hours. Okay, this is my Wreck-It Ralph name. You know, Starbucks, we went for that weekly lower high, didn't we? Boom. PANW, we went for that weekly, daily lower high. Boom. Netflix, we went for that weekly lower high. Boom. Boom, meaning they all worked out. I'm not saying all my setups work out, but the majority of them do, over 50%. So I'm looking for a weekly lower high on LMT compared to 454.64. Y'all look at that daily 200 MA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bajillion rejections here at the daily 200 MA, and they can't get over 453.62. All right, so this is a war name. This is related to war, and that's why it got its bounce. But I'm looking for a top fish setup on LMT. Mara, I'm going to keep shorting it until the cows come home. If Bitcoin breaks bull, I'll back off this idea maybe. I have puts for next week, and I'm holding them into vacation because we ran into the daily 250 MA and they diluted. So I need Bitcoin to break down for this setup to work a little bit better. XLF is super, super tight. Queen of the Mountain trade, looking for a long off of 31.99 or looking for a short off 32.35. This is a daily bear flag setup. We'll see if market bulls can get something going. It could resolve to the upside. Oh. Thanks, Duke the Fool. When AMC gets news, it'll pop and then there's a sell the news event. That's what we did back here. This is one of the better trades I have made in a very, very long time. This trade was unbelievable. It was Taylor, 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 Beyonce, Beyonce, Taylor, 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 and then sell the news. So we'll see if we can get some resolution back to the upside on AMC. And we were looking for that weekly lower high back there. So let's see how this resolves. Thank you, Andre. All right. Did I do everything I'm supposed to do? Oh, Caterpillar. It didn't make my top 5 cut, but it is sitting on the weekly 50 MA, looking for a monthly high or low, sitting on the weekly 50 MA with daily oversold, attempting to reclaim 200 MA. Let me say that again. I'm going to condense it. Monthly, looking for a higher low, daily oversold. Y'all, I think this could be a good long against 240 and get a pullback buy, but you have earnings next week that you have to deal with. So that's why I moved that one down. IBM, it's a runner up. It's not one of my chosen setups for the day, but man, it ran in that daily 50 MA. And we're looking for a weekly higher low and 4 hours overbought. IBM could be a good short. You love trading cat. That's good to know, Derek. A lot of people do. I have never gotten behind it, but that doesn't mean it's not a good mover. That's not what I wanted to type. AMD. AMD broke this 94.46 support. We've got a weekly lower low here at the 50 MA, looking for a monthly higher low. They have earnings next week. And its buddy and friend Intel beat. Intel's up 7%. And that's another check in favor for market bulls is SMH is looking good. Intel is helping it. Let's go add that to our list. I don't think I did. SMH, Intel beat, helping sector. And y'all know I don't like to bet against the SMH. It's the fuel to the market's engine. All right. Yeah, hit the like button. Say that again, Green Eggs and Cam, the gamma thing. So if, let's just play this out. If you have an options buyer that steps in here and they start buying 220 calls that expire today. Let's say yesterday this happened. Let's just pretend like this happened. They bought them here. Well, and a market maker has to, they sell to open the calls to whoever this options buyer is. Well, that if they've got all these calls open, sell to open, they got to go buy the underlying to back it up. They have to hedge it, and then it pushes price up. And that is a kindergarten explanation of gamma squeeze. And I would say I have like a high school education on gamma squeeze. That's it. I'm not an expert, but I do watch for this and I see it happen often. So the selling to open of the calls forces whomever is opening these sell to opens to buy the underlying to hedge those calls, and it pushes price up. Okay. Ryan, I am still in MARA puts, but I recognize that Bitcoin may put me out of them because Bitcoin is still on his third daily inside bar and is not giving up a lot of ground yet. So as long as Bitcoin's going sideways, I'm not super comfortable in my puts, but I'm going to keep them anyway. I have some expiring today and I have some expiring next Friday. I'm keeping them with that dilution news and Bitcoin RSI so overbought on the daily. All right. TCGers, I'll have these notes over to you in a second. Also, what else was I going to say? I'll have these notes over to you. Dang it. I'll add these US 10-year notes and I'll be around all day. And oh, I'm midday live in the room as well. I was midday live yesterday and I'm live today. Bring me your questions and I'll help you out with whatever. Y'all have a wonderful day and use stop losses.